Back to the Cobra E Racing Series here for Season 4 from Daytona. We just wrapped up the Xfinity race, and now we're moving into the Cup, guys. So once again, joining me here in the booth is broadcaster Clay, and he'll be bringing you all the play-by-play here tonight, again from the Cup. And welcome back, Clay.
Yeah, we're back, and I'm going to pray to God I don't sound like a tin can again. I probably will, so I'll have to figure out what's going on with my mic and everything. But anyways, we're back for the Cup Series after an exciting Xfinity Series race that saw Gas go 1 and 2 with MJJM, also known as Marini, picking up the win, and Robbie Racing, our friend from across the pond, finishing there in second. But we're going to be starting the Cup race here in just a second, so I want to run over the rosters for each team. Start with the defending team champion from last year, that being Sauce's team. Sauce going to be piloting the number 9 for the second year in a row. He'll have Always Freedom there in the 5. Actually, I believe he's back to Freedom Flyers, so Freedom Flyer there in the 5. In the 24 is Mo Pawanuka, who just finished 3rd in the Xfinity Series race. It'll be the Cobra debut for the 88 of RS Meat Wagon. Over at Gorilla Autosport, Marini going to be hopping up to drive the number 11 for Picola in the place of Ward Burton, who is not going to be racing with us tonight. You're going to have the Cobra debut for Cybron K. Bionic driving the number 18, Picola returning to the number 19 as the team captain, and Mike G driving the number 20, coming over from Litsum to Gas. Over at Venom Racing, you're going to have JCR Clashin returning to Venom Racing. He'll be switching over from the 1 to the 3. SMK Sludge coming over from Litsum to Venom driving the number 8. Jose Protege will be hot seating for DT Patty, who's out of town, driving the number 37, and then it'll be the Cobra debut for the 47 of USMC Guardian. Jumping down here to Rum Runners Racing, it's going to be the Cup debut for the 7 of Memory 402. Returning to the Cup Series after a part-time deal last year is the 16 of Mopowa Celtics. Making his first Cobra start will be the 42 of Probably Your Dad. And then one of last year's championship 4 drivers, the 43 of Blakey T, completes the Rum Runner draw for tonight. And then looking at racing, which is the odds-on favorite to win the team championship this year. You've got the 2 of Heredia God, the 12 of Elite Precision, 2 of our championship favorites for this year. We'll talk at length about them tonight and the rest of the season. The 17 of Masopes and the 34 of Wildcard Coyote, both of which, Masopes is returning to Cobra. He was a part-time driver in Season 1, but he's making his first full-time start here in Cobra. And Wildcard Coyote making his very first Cobra start tonight as well.
Yeah, sure, exactly. Like I said, Clay was like, this is going to be guys just like we talked about in Xfinity, first race of the year. And let's not start a war here right off the bat, but in the Cobra Series.
I feel like that Xfinity race. Quickly, the Cup race moves tonight as we await for Sauce to. They just started qualifying a couple minutes ago.
Okay.
Forward to here in the Cup Series this year, Butters, or specifically tonight even.
Well, it's just going to be a mix of, these rookies with the veterans. The last couple seasons here with Cobra, we've had some pretty stout guys running in the Cup Series, and from what I've been told and what I've heard the talk out there, this is our strongest year yet here up here with talent-wise in the Cup. Not taking anything away from the past seasons. I mean, we had 3 great guys that left the league that retired at the end of season 3 with Mike and Sharp and Big Jim, but I believe that we replaced them with quality guys. So it's going to be, like I said, I just want to see. We got owners with veterans. So it's going to be interesting.
And so we'll run over my predictions here for tonight. Just like in the Xfinity side, with me picking WRX Mike, I'm going to go with his brother who's running over on the Cup side, that being Elite Precision 29 there in the number 12. The number 12 known as a big-time plate racing driver in real life, that being Ryan Blaney. He's really good at plate tracks. But so is Elite Precision, and I expect that 12 to run up front all night. He'll have his teammate Heredia to help him out. I've got Heredia finishing third tonight. JCR Clashin won our shootout race on Friday. I've got him finishing second. I'm going to go with Sludge to come home with a fourth-place finish tonight. And returning captain P. Cola is my pick to finish fifth tonight. As for a long shot for the win, let me go with the driver of the number 9. Let's go with Long Live the Sauce for the long shot win tonight. He's winning tonight, so I'm going to go with him for my long shot pick.
Sauce, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, I could agree with you there. Another guy that I could see being a long shot. It's kind of funny to say is Picola. I know he's got some very talented guys. That Black Bear's got a really stout team here. But like I said, as we go back to super speedway racing, man, you just got to be in that right position at the right time and see if you get the right help at the right time. So to me, it's anybody's ball game, I believe. Yeah, you know your favorites. You got obviously the big talk is probably Heredia. Then you got who's that? The second?
Elite Precision.
Elite Precision. I get those guys between him and Cyber and K Bionic. Those guys are all confusing me. I got to straighten them out. I get them all confused, but yeah, I mean it's gonna be super stoked. I mean with those first two guys we mentioned, obviously they're teammates too, so. It's going to be interesting to see how these guys are able to work with each other, but yet still want to get that W.
And so it's crazy that you're calling Pete Cola a long shot. He is the highest finishing driver that is returning from last year. Of course, last year's Daytona 500 went to Drunkfest, who's not racing with us tonight. We'll be seeing him later on this year as Nuka will be hot seating for Drunkfest tonight. But if you remember, Pete Cola pushed Drunkfest to the win last year. Pete Cola was our runner-up in the Cup Series at Daytona last season. So you call him a long shot, but he's the returning favorite, I guess you could say, after finishing second last year.
Right. I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, as far as like I said, Pete Cola is a guy that you don't mention that very often. Being a long shot at any of these races, because I mean, the man he's a master strategist and all that. And I mean, the guy is super talented. But I'm just saying, as far as with the guys we brought in, or the guys that have come into this league, and and we talk. Me and P, we're buddies, and we talk, and he mentions, he never gives himself enough credit where credit is due. But yeah, I mean, that just shows how talented these guys are. If like I said, if I'm naming P. Cola as a long shot.
Right, yeah. Lots of talent coming in here. And what of the vein of drivers that are coming over from Millennium? There's so many Millennium guys in this race. Elite Precision was there for a time. He's not there anymore, but he was there for a time. RS Meatwagon, Cyberon K Bionic, Wildcard Coyote. There's a number of Millennium guys in this race. How did those guys fare? Because those guys that I just listed, some of the biggest names in Millennium.
Yeah, I just want to give where credit's due. I want to give you and between you and Sauce, you guys both run in that over there, and I just want to you guys are the ones that got these guys in here, I believe. As far as getting these guys start out this year. One thing I just noticed, like when we were running that championship race last year, when we had a Private Pat and watching the stream, I was kind of excited. I kind of had a feeling we had something going on there when he finally tuned in and he was checking out that race, and then come to have it, he showed interest and wanted to join, and then just it kind of snowballed from there with you and Sauce running over there, that you got some of these guys interested in wanting to come over. So I just want to say shout out to you guys for doing that, to making this league strong as it is.
Yeah, and Millennium's a great league in its own right. Want to shout out Patton and his league over there. It's this league, Cobra, Millennium, and GC is the leagues that I've ran in on this game. And Taddy's going to be bringing GC to an end here in a few weeks. So it's going to be Cobra and Millennium over here, really on this corner of the league racing scene. I've kind of seen a lot of similarities in terms of drivers and formatting, that type of thing between these three leagues. And so we're going to be going from 3 to 2. So it's up to Cobra and Millennium to step things up.
Yeah, and I mean, I just want to put, it's awesome to be able to have, with Patton running Millennium. I don't actually, as being, owner of Cobra, I don't sit there and chat with Patton, but it's good to have a couple leagues that, instead of having the animosity and the competition between the two, to be able to intertwine, have the Cobra guys racing in his league, having his guys racing over here. It was the same thing with Taddy over in GC. We both worked together. I know there's a bunch of other leagues out there which we don't get much interaction from. There's a few guys that run in some other leagues, but yeah, it's always exciting to be able to coexist with another powerhouse league like Patton has over there. So yeah, it's nothing. It's always good for e-racing to be able to work together, kind of work
we are
it, but
set
not
to
work
join.
together.
We're set to join. When you
Okay.
get in, will you send me an invite? I'm going to send you one as well, so that if either of us lose connection, we can get back in.
Yep.
S meet. So you get that in.
Yep.
People don't believe me, but the 88 of RS Meatwagon is gonna give Hernia and Elite Precision a run for their money. Elite Precision qualifying second there. How about that?
Yeah, just loading up here, Clay. Yeah, I just, anybody out there watching the stream, we know Clay is having some technical. If he gets a little tin canny, just bear with him. He clears up. He kind of goes back and forth. So just bear with us. We're doing the best we can there. Clay is aware of it, and we'll just carry on from there. So, but yeah, I'm just waiting to load in, and we'll take her from there. And there we are in the race with the 88 of Meatwagon leading us.
And how about the driver that's sitting there in the second spot? This is a guy, Memory, here in the 7, who is fantastic at plate tracks. He's another dark horse that you could go with tonight, driving for Rum Runners Racing. And I do have to report a hot seat. Well, not even really a hot seat. It's Brinkerhoff coming to run in the 16 for Mopala Celtics. We do not have Mopala Celtics with us tonight.
Yeah, late addition there to fill that ride, but yeah, we've got Brinkerhoff running that. Hopefully his server stays with him. He doesn't have an unfortunate event like he did in Xfinity, but yeah. So we're just kind of
so
paging
this
through here
88
a
of
little
Meatwagon,
bit.
who I will be referring to all year as Xander. I am not calling him Meatwagon. There's nothing you can do to get me to call him Meatwagon. I don't care that this is gamer tag. I know him as Xander. I'm going to call him Xander. So Xander here in this 88 with the pole already pacing the field and already looking good here, Butters.
Yeah, he's very strong up front there with the number 7 there right behind him and the 24. That is our Xfinity, one of the Xfinity drivers, right? The 24.
Yep, that is Nuka. That would typically
Nuka.
be Drunk Fest, but this 24 you'll see a lot in the early part of this season as hot seat car for Litzum, Sauce, and Team Litzum. But it is piloted tonight by Mopala Nuka, and we'll see Drunk Fest in this car in the second half of this year after the new year hits.
Yeah, I'm going to take a couple minutes here, Clay. I'm going to run through this field here so everybody watching the stream here can get a page on all the drivers here. So I'm riding with that 88 of Meatwagon here leading the field. Driving the number 12 is Elite Precision. Piloting that number 7 car is Memory. 11 car is Mike Marini, our Xfinity winner from a little bit ago. Driving that 24, like you mentioned, is Mo Power Nuka, hot seat in that car for Litzen. Driving that number 3 Chevy Camaro is JCR Clashin', followed by the number 19 of Picola Gator, the number 18 of Cyber K Bionic, the number 2 of Heredia, the 17 Ford Mustang of Masopes, the 47 of USMC Guardian, the 34 of Wildcard Coyote, the 8 of Sludge, the number 9 Chevy Camaro of Sauce, the 43 of Blakey T, the number 20 of Mike G, the 42 of Probably Your Dad, and 5 of Freedom Flyer, the 37 of Jose Protege, driving for Taddy tonight in the Cup, and the 16 of Brinkerhoff, which brings us back up to our leader, the number 88 of Meatway. Clay?
Yeah, and so a lot of new names that you'll be getting used to, as well as myself will be getting used to over the course of this season. I want to highlight kind of the guys that are running 4th and 5th, the two teammates over at Black Bear, the number 1 and number 2 overall picks here this year, the 12 and the 2 of Elite Precision and Heredia God. Here they go. They're going to jump to the outside here, and look out, gang. If these guys can get linked up with each other, and they've got their teammate of Masopes there in the 17. Those are 3 Black Bear Racing Fords on that outside lane. If these guys can get linked up and work well together, oh boy, they're going to be hard to beat tonight.
Yeah, and like you said, right out the bat, this is the earliest we see we got this line. We actually got more cars on the high side than we do on the low side.
Yeah, and that 12 of Elite Precision, not afraid to run that top lane. He knows how to wheel it, and Heredia, the talent's already there. And then they're going to have their championship rival of the 88 of Xander down there on the bottom lane. Expect the 12, the 2, and the 88 to fight hard with each other all year long. And the guy that's sitting down there on that bottom lane, he's 4th in line, that blue number 43 Blakey T. He's one of our returning Championship 4 drivers from a season ago. A lot to prove with these new guys coming in that are, right, potentially ranked ahead of him, and I don't feel like I should be higher. And ranked last year, but he's looking to get a win here early on in season number 4 here in Cobra.
Yeah, so they had that high line, lost a little bit of momentum here as they kind of the bottom line kind of stayed together and has got a little bit of a cart, but they do got a run coming on the outside again. You got a group of guys that I believe are not afraid to run that wall.
We got 3 wide though here in the middle.
Solps is in the middle of that. Yep.
That stacks that top lane up a little bit. Unfortunately for that grouping.
Clay, do you have a stream up for these guys at all? Brinkerhoff again, I would imagine.
I am going to pull Sauces up.
Okay.
We're already 9 laps into this race here, Butters.
Yeah, we're flying by. I'm going to bring Sauces. So you got Sauces up? Okay, you'll have a lap then. Brink is not streaming this race.
Some contact towards the back. Jose gets into the 34 of Wildcard Coyote. They're going to lose a ton of momentum. There goes Mike G and Sauce around the outside of that 37 and 34. The field has kind of settled itself out now as the 88 of Xander is going to maintain this lead. Big run coming up through the field. The 47 of Guardian, the 18 of Cyber, making big headlines through the field here on that top lane.
Yeah, you boys are getting after it a little bit here early on in stage 1. Yeah, you find
Yeah,
that
let's
number
not
43 of Blakey T right in that 4 spot.
Yeah,
Man, he's
let's
worked his
not
way.
sleep on this 18 of Cyber. Yeah, and we're going to make it easy for you, Butters. Just going to call him Cyber over here on the broadcast side of things. Cyber, another ad from Millennium. Was Pete Cola's first pick this year. He just wrapped up another Cup title in Millennium. We'll have our championship race there tomorrow night, but he has already clinched the championship. Another championship coming in for Cyber over on the Millennium side. So started towards the back in this one, kind of getting his footing here in Cobra, not trying to make a whole lot of waves yet, but that 18 should be a front runner. And to think, GTR Mike piloted that 18 for the last couple seasons. We've got a driver that could be just as good as Mike in that number 18. Again. So that 18 car not going away here in Cobra.
Right, they
Different
filled that
driver.
spot. Yeah, different but same results. I believe they're going to get out of that car.
Yeah, he's taking his time here trying to work up through the field a little bit, not afraid to take some runs on that outside lane, and he's working that outside lane with a couple of those guys. A couple guys have lost the draft here. The 8 of Sludge just lost the draft, and I also believe the 5 of Freedom Flyer has also lost the draft. Tough breaks for those two, but with stage racing, they'll be able to catch right back up, and their nights are far from over.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now, Clay, I'm riding with Clashing, and this view is just totally awesome. Watching these guys run that high side with the camera shots here. It's pretty sweet looking. Being a big Ford guy, that's that number 3 car there, that paint scheme that Clasher, that's like one of my favorite paint schemes on this game. I love that car. I think it'd be better if that was on a Ford.
So we were anticipating having Brink in the broadcast with us. He's actually going to be filling in for his driver of Ohio Celtics there. But we've got a full outside lane here this go-around. Xander's going to come up and think about blocking that top lane there in that run, but this might be the run that top lane needs. Xander is going to go up right here. Really? He basically did a little bit ago.
Now
I think I might come up. Oh, Elite might go for the run there. Oh, the 2 of Heredia's in the wall.
Yeah, that got
not
dicey
quite sure
there.
If a lag spike. Maybe a lag spike got them caught up right there.
The late 88 got kind of hung up there between the lower and the bottom line and the top line there. He was kind of in the middle there just for a split second. So it kind of bunched up that top lane a little bit.
Yeah, I don't feel like that was a dirty move by the 88. He obviously kind of hinted that he was going to make that move there.
I just think he might have judged it a little too late. I mean, I don't think it was nothing on purpose. It just happened to be he got caught right in the middle there because both lines were running pretty much at the same pace.
We've got teammates on the bottom, teammates on the top. We've got the 24 and the 88 over at Litzum. You got the 7 and the 43 down there at Rum Runners Racing. Side by side here for the top spot. Look at this. And we'll be looking at pit stops in the next 10 laps.
Yeah, this is a 100-lap race, right, Clay? I believe, yep.
Yes.
So, yeah, these guys are going to be, we run it straight out, they're going to be pit stops.
We are halfway through stage 1. Oh, some contact between the 43 and 11. That's going to stack the field up behind them. Can they keep it straight? It appears they will.
So, yeah, our leader coming in here is our third-place winner from the Xfinity. Nuka here is leading his pack here. Right now driving that 24 Camaro for Sauce.
And he's got his teammate of Xander right there behind him. and they're looking really strong early here. Let's not count out the 12 of Elite Precision, though. He might have lost to Heredia there behind him, but his other teammate of Masopes is right there behind him. And then right behind them, you've got the Venom guys, the 37 and the 47. That's Jose in 37 and Guardian in the 47.
Right. So yeah, I mean these guys are all sticking together as far as much as they can, you know. So looks like the guys are, you know, if there are any new guys that are teammates this year, so far they're looking like they're working together pretty good.
Yeah, some good teammate work, a lot more calculated and organized compared to the type of teammate work we saw in the Xfinity Series race just a little bit ago. These guys working much better as teammates. As a matter of fact, the top 8 drivers on the racetrack, top 10 drivers even, are teammate pairings. You got the 24 and the 88 are teammates, the 7 and the 43, the 11 and the 20. Well, it was the 37 and the 47, and then the 12 and 17, all teammate pairings there. But it's kind of broken up a little bit.
15 laps to go. Riding around with clashing again there. He's kind of the beginning of the two wide racing back here, back or halfway through the pack here. So be interested to see that if that top line is going to form up again. See if anybody running in that 4th, 5th, 6th spot will jump up. And tag, there's one that just popped up, the 16 of Brink. See if they keep that momentum with the 37 of Jose pushing. And you got the number, what is that, the 20 of...
Mike G. That's Mike G. in the 20.
So it looks like, well, they just all
contact.
They all dive down to the
tried
bottom.
to get down behind that 16.
Yep.
Was not clear of the 17 of Masopes. Very lucky, no issues.
Oh, another car.
Brink goes
in
across
the
the racetrack hard into the wall.
Dang.
I don't know how that didn't catch other drivers up in this, but it's the 16 of Brink that's hard up into the outside wall. The question what's going on with the number 16, if he might be experiencing issues again. We saw him lag out of the Xfinity Series race earlier, Butters.
Sorry, Clay. My wife was talking to me. What was that now? What'd you ask me?
I don't know if the 16 of Brukerhoff might be experiencing some internet issues, but he, across the field, somehow didn't catch everyone up in it. He's now lost the pack, but seems to be riding it back in the right direction now.
Yeah, like I said, I mentioned at the beginning of the race, you know, like with his bad luck from Xfinity when he lost the server, we were wondering if he was going to run into the same issues here in this race. But I did see him shoot across the track and hit the wall, but like you said, yeah, fortunately no one else got caught up in it.
Now, here within the next 3 to 5 laps, you're going to see guys hit pit road. First time as a whole group, actually we're going to have some guys coming in this time by. And it's going to be interesting to see how these guys all get on pit road. These guys haven't raced around each other much. A lot of these guys have raced with each other either last year here in Cobra or in another league. But and so guys that are
11 to go, Clay. Yeah, and then, you know, that 24 is still holding on strong there up front. He's been able to ride his last...
7 and 43 are going to be coming in this time by. Will the guys in front do the same? Xander is going to come in this time. I'm imagining he'll drag Nuke down with him as well. They're going to come off turn 4 here. Nuka's going to stay on the racetrack. No, he's not. We'll see if everyone gets in here clean.
Yep.
The driver who I'd be most concerned with is the 88 of Xander. He was pretty hot getting in but I'm not sure that he sped. I think he might have gotten it down to where he needed to get. We'll see how long he stays here. He remained here. It should just be a gas and go. Xander did not speed, so he is clear. We'll see what the remainder of these guys do. The lead is inherited to the 20 of Mike G.
And they're all coming down. Looks like the Toyotas are coming.
He's going to just get in there. Some drivers finding pit road entry to be pretty difficult. More drivers remain out on the racetrack here. Let's see.
Yeah, you had a whole pile coming on that second stretch.
Fords. Oh man, you see what's happened here? We're going to have the Black Bear Racing Fords going to all be pitting together. Now it is just 4 of them, so that doesn't really help their case as far as winning the stages. They should be lined up together here.
Right, and that's probably the game plan from, you know.
They should have all made pit road speed. I don't believe that anyone sped. Just trying to see who was going to end up inheriting the lead right here. I believe it is going to wind up being... Who is that up there? Let's see. Who is it going to be? Is it the 11 of Marini? Is Marini going to get a stage win already? I think Marini's going to grab the lead. Marini has the lead. He's all by himself up here.
It's good.
So our Xfinity winner,
right?
Our Xfinity winner, who is hot seating in the 11 tonight, does he have some Sharp luck in him? I mean, Sharp was in the 11. He won the title last year. Does he? Is there some magic remaining in this 11? I mean, we're going to find out because the pack is coming with a head of steam down the front stretch.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting how he blends in with this, if what they're going to do to him. It's a good thing
6
he's riding
laps
first.
to go here in stage 1.
It's awesome he's at first, but it's going to be interesting when this pack gets to him. How he's going to blend. If they're going to let him just stay up front. To see Clash,
they're going to absolutely pass him by. Here comes the 7
Clash
of Memory getting outside.
3, though. That 3 stayed low. To get
the 3 did
push.
stay low. But it's Blakey T and Memory trying to surge to the front. They're going to get it done. Man, some contact between the 43 and the 11 a little bit there. From the outside. Also losing the draft, the 34 of Wildcard Coyote in that exchange. The 8 and 16 have linked up. That's Sludge and Brinkerhoff, but they're well off of this lead draft. But Memory has the lead here with 5 laps to go, I do believe.
Quick shout out to everybody in YouTube land. Thanks for joining the stream, checking it out. I see Big Jim's checking it out.
Ooh, what's up, Jim?
Glad to have you out there, buddy.
Believe we're going to see it's either going to be 4 laps to go or 3 laps to go here in stage 4. With Memory out in front, like I mentioned, a fantastic plate racer in his own right. Already making waves here. I mean, it's an incredible run for the 7. Yeah, 4 laps to go here in stage number 1. The 7 of Memory leads the pack. I see the 20 of Mike G has also lost the draft. A couple drivers who will have to get back to the pack here. But it's a 3-car breakaway at the front of the field. The 7, the 43, and the 11 all working really, really well together. As they're going to come to 3 to go here in stage 1.
Yeah, it's enough that that three-car pack are they going to be able to stay ahead of these guys on the bottom that are lined up, which I believe they're not. They're going to suck up. So it's a perfect opportunity for that three if they get a big enough run. If all three of those guys back there, like the three
There's
has
that
moved.
three. He jumps to the outside of Marie. There's a lot of contact with
Sauce
three wide
jumps
for the
on-
second
Oh, now
spot.
they're in the wall.
Oh,
Big
we're
wreck.
wrecking big.
Oh,
That's
wow.
gonna create door banging between the 3 and 7 for the stage win potentially right here. Big up and over goes the lead precision. I believe the stage win is going to go to the 7 of memory. Believe memory is going to come away with the stage win right here. After a huge crash entering turn 3-4, all started and Marini tried to block a run from the 3 to the outside lane, and that created all kinds of hell and carnage.
Yeah, that was nothing wrong. That was exciting, man. That was typical super speedway move. I seen that with the three car when they were catching that three car pack, and as soon as I said if he shoots the outside, which he did, it brought Sauce with him. But then the block was made, and yeah, it just it was a fiasco after that.
So starting here, a guy who forgot to pit. Huge news for the 88 camp as Xander forgot to pit, and he'll have to drop to the back. That puts him behind the 8 ball here in stage number 2. One of the championship 4 here already with a mistake. Wow. I can't say I expected that one, Butters.
Yeah, that was wild there with that. But we're running here up front here again now. It looks like we got Memory leading this pack with Blakey T. They both dropped down to that bottom lane. Now that's going to leave the 11 car hung out to dry there on the outside as the 12 and the 17 go underneath with the 34. So you got 3 Fords there in that top lane, Clay.
You do have 3 Fords there in that top lane. But that lane is quickly petering out, and guys are headed for the bottom. Where did that 2 get off to? Yeah, you got all 4 Black Bear Racing Fords lined up there in about the middle of the pack. They're doing good work.
Been ugly.
Take a peek here back to the front of the field. You got the 7 and the 43 still showing the way. They appear to be the 2 strongest cars as it stands right now.
Third spot, potentially 4th, as Clasher moves down.
Yeah, that's a hot seat too.
Right, filling in for Taddy tonight.
Lots of action here early in stage 2. Now Xander has hung on to the 6-7 laps. It feels like maybe a few more laps shorter on fuel and tires compared to everyone else in the field after forgetting to pit. Yeah, we'll get back up to the lead in just a second. But for him, I think that his best play is to hang with this draft, pit when he needs to pit, because the longer he stays out, the better, in my mind. Because if he pits now and then other drivers have issues and lose the pack, then that could be trouble for him, and if he falls a lap down, he might not get a lap back. That's if he can stay with the front of the field. But let's get back to the front of the field here. A change up front has the 3 of JCR clashing out in front. The 17 of Masopes with all of 3 of his teammates in tow right there behind him. Here comes that train of Black Bear Racing Fords to the outside lane. It's the 17 of Masopes with some help from the 34 of Wildcard Coyote. And the 2 team leaders, the 2 and the 12, right up there on that outside lane, right behind him, giving him the shove down the front stretch. It'll be Masopes that leads this lap.
Yeah, you got your leader from the high
Oh,
side.
a stack up there on the top lane. Maybe a lag spike from the 17 or the 34 has them disjointed. They'll have to regroup and make another run here. But for now, it's JCR clashing that's going to move forward with the advantage. Look here at P. Cola coming up through the middle of these Fords.
3 wide.
Last year's one of last year's championship 4 contenders is making a big move here up inside the top 10.
That was crazy.
What is this? Oh man, Xander coming off a pit road there, almost caught some drivers up there. But
yeah, that could have got ugly.
Yeah, that could have gotten really ugly. Check this out right here, though. The fifth place car, Brinkerhoff. Wait a minute. I thought he lost the draft. He did. As a matter of fact, he's worked his way back up, but look at this run coming from the 17 of Massotes. Holy cow.
Yeah, I don't know where his Ford buddies went, but he had no one jumped up there. He actually made his way back down into the bottom. So we're all single file again here. We got one car going to the high side again on it. Must have had a run. Where's that black car? Looks like that could have been the Ada sludge. There's a couple cars to the high side again.
It's a 17 and 34, but they're going to dip back down here. I'm liking the racing I'm seeing with these guys. Looking real solid here far. Here comes the action again, though. The 17 and 34 are going to jump to the outside once again. They're making a little bit of headway up there, too, despite being more or less all by themselves.
Yeah, Solps, he just stays up there. He's hoping, he's probably thinking, guys, come on. We've shown it once we can make a move up there. We can push this high line, but as of right now, he's not really got too many guys willing to get up there and give him some help. As it looks like they're falling, he's falling back a little bit. As the 3 goes up high to try to break the draft, and he's going to fall back down in front of Memory, I believe. Yeah.
Oh, what a move to the bottom of the racetrack. The 7 of Memory leaves the 3 out to dry. And backwards heat. The front of the field is dominated by drivers from Rum Runners Racing as well as Venom Racing. Those 2 teams looking the strongest on the plate tracks here so far.
Right. I mean, that 7 car has ran in the top 3 or 4 all night so far. So very strong run here by Memory. We got that 37. Jose has run himself up into that 3rd spot. Hot seating for Taddy tonight, so it's good to see Taddy's probably watching. I know Taddy's watching the race. He's seeing that his car is running up there in that 3rd spot, running strong.
Look at the 4th spot, 16 of Brink. His drivers are sitting at 1 and 2 right now. He is 4th. Great run so far for the Rum Runners group here. Now their other teammate is a guy we haven't talked much about here tonight, but he's on that bottom lane working as well. He's kind of been really quiet tonight, but I think he could be a silent killer this year. The 42 of Probably Your Dad. He's a guy we haven't talked about at all tonight. But as I say that, here comes the 37 of Jose Protege. He'll take it to the high side. Try and go around the outside of the 43 of Blakey T. He's got some help from the 2 of Heredia. Down the front straightaway. You got a hodgepodge of drivers here. You got Venom, and then you got Black Bear, then you have Gas, then you have Venom once more, and then Black Bear again. That top lane, guys that are not teammates. Trying to work that outside lane. But you have the 3, you've got the 3 Rum Runners racing cars on that bottom lane with the 17, or excuse me, the 7, the 43, and the 16. So don't count them out either. Here comes Jose. He's going to jump down in front of the 7.
What a move.
Great move for the 37. He goes up and gets the wall, though. He's going to lose a lot of momentum there. He's going to have to jump back here. That's going to put the field 3 wide in a couple different scenarios. Due diligence is going to be needed to navigate this situation. Not quite sure if the 37 got loose or what might have happened there. Oh, goodness, the 12 comes up in front of him. That could have been some potential trouble there. But the 7 cycles back to the race lead.
So once again, we got that number 7 leading this pack again, with Blakey T pushing hard in that second spot, with Brinkerhoff running third in that 16. As he moves up the track,
it's going to do so much. It's going to work out for him, but he's riding.
Oh, there's a car down through. That's Sauce down on the.
It's the 9 of Sauce. I'm not quite sure what happened there.
Get himself back up in there. Yeah.
Oh, he got hit by Sludge there. Sludge coming down the racetrack, trying to get in line. Not clear.
A little bit back here, a little bit right with Marini here in that 11. Back here in the Hornet's Nest a little bit.
And that is a Hornet's Nest. Goodness me. But the field's starting to settle back out again.
How many laps we got left, Corey?
I'm going to get that next time by on Sauce's stream. But everyone going single file this time. Oh, so contact. The 5 and the 8 have made a lot of contact there.
Sludge hangs on to it, though.
Stick with the draft.
Can he hang on?
Sludge. Hanging with the draft. Not quite sure what happened there between the 8 and the 5.
You got that 19 cars moved his way up into that 4 spot.
15 laps to go here in stage 2, and they will have to pit. Looking at about 10 laps from now. Top performing again, no butter. Is that Machi out in front of him? Yes, it is.
Yeah, here they come again. I'll just see if that 19 or 16 will jump up in front of them. See if they jump up and join that. They got enough momentum to come up through there. They got a 5-car pack up there. Three Fords, 2 Chevys, and a Toyota leading that high side.
And here's another name that's about to crack the top 10 that we haven't talked about tonight. The 5 of Freedom Flyer lost the draft there in stage 1, but he's back with it here in stage 2. This is another guy who has enjoyed a lot of success over on the Millennium side of things, over in the Challenger Series, which arguably is one of the toughest series. He got a win at Chicagoland and a runner-up finish at Bristol to Mo Palacat in the Challenger Series the last couple weeks. So Freedom looking really, really solid the last couple weeks over in Millennium. Been tough sledding for him tonight, but I expect him to particularly qualify well. He really knows how to qualify, and that matters at certain tracks.
Riding around with that number 42, probably your dad. I haven't mentioned him tonight. It's had a kind of a quiet night, but he's found himself there in that sixth spot maybe. He was battling there for that sixth spot with that high line. But yeah, the number 42 Chevy Camaro, probably your dad's having a pretty nice run here in this stage.
Yes, he is, and he's got his captain right there in front of him, the 16 of Brinkerhoff. And as a matter of fact, 4 of the top 7 belongs to Rum Runners Racing.
Right now, a really strong showing by that rookie captain and his team here.
There goes the 3 of JCR clashing. A power move to the outside. Here comes Doss, or excuse me, that's Picola there with him on the outside. Mike G comes in there. We're 2 by 2 now. Wow, if I can get my English right. It's the 7 against the 3. These are 2 throwback paint schemes here, Butters, and it's already interesting.
Right, these guys are battling hard. Let's move back up on them guys. Clay, you're really tin cannon. I hope you're staying with us.
I did not. I got booted again.
Well, I did send you a couple. You should have a couple sitting there for you.
I hope I do.
You should.
I hope I don't get booted out of the main race tonight, or out of the truck race tonight, so.
Well, as we wait for Clay here to load back up, see if we can get him back in here. We'll take a spin here with some of the guys. They're going to ride around here with Elite Precision here, running in that 4th spot on the high side. Right now, the high side does have the momentum. Now, the question is, how many of these guys are going to dive down to that low side in front of that bottom line? Which, right there, I believe the 12 card was the first one to go, but he still don't have much for momentum. There they are. They just dropped. The first 4 cars just dropped down into that bottom lane. So they did have a momentum move there. It benefited 4 cars or so. Oh, we got pit stop starting. See what we got here. We got Memory. We got Blakey, probably your dad, Brinkerhoff, Mopower, Nuka. Your first set of guys starting their pit stops. So that leaves Clash in there, your leader, with the number 19 of Picola Gator riding around in second. There's your dark horse.
Do I still copy?
Go ahead and talk a little bit, Clay.
No copy at all?
Oh, you're tin cannon bad.
Oh, joy.
There you're back. It's like I see you come and go.
Oh, Lord. What is going on with me tonight?
Hey, it happens to the best.
I am restarting my PlayStation after this.
I believe I'm going to do the same thing after broadcasting or streaming these 2 races. I'm going to be resetting mine before the truck race too.
So as we get back to it here, it looks like the 3 of JCR Clashin remains as the leader. He's got Picola locked on his bumper. Sorry for the technical difficulties tonight, guys. This is out of
He's got his teammate running, Mike G, running in that 3rd hole there. So you got 2 Toyotas there pushing on that number 3 Chevy Camaro of Clashin.
And they're still cooking with 7 to go here in the stage. Now they should have to pit within the next, I don't know, 2 to 3 laps.
I think they're signaling right now. There's going to be a big group coming down.
Have to think this will be the group that shoots for the stage win here, if they can all stay together. Yep, here they all come. Can they all get to pit road speed? Oh, around goes the 20 on pit road.
Right.
Mike G has went around. One car did stay out on the racetrack, and it is the 9 of Sauce, who is the race leader right now, but he will have to pit this time by.
Gas and goes. Whole bunch of gas and go. About all it was. It looks like the 37 is going to come out here with... Is he going to hold that lead? Is that Jose going to lead that group out? Looks like it.
I believe the 20 of Mike G did indeed speed on pit road. The first pit road speeding penalty of the year, at least that we've caught here on broadcast. As the 9 of Sauce will hit pit road. Something's happened with the 3 of JCR Clash, and he's got major damage to that number 3. Can you confirm that he has that damage on your end?
Yeah, I seen that when they come out of pit road, so I don't know if it was where he picked it up, but yeah, I did see that when they were coming off onto the track.
We're going to see where everyone shakes out right here. It is the 37 of Jose that has the lead, so let me get to Jose.
So Jose's got the lead with number 11 Marini right behind him with the 34 of Coyote. Yeah.
Yep. That is Xander going a lap down on the outside lane, by the way. He should be able to stick in and get his lap back right here. I believe he is the only car a lap down.
Yeah, he would, I believe, would be the lucky dog here after stage.
But a hugely disjointed field after those pit stops. I guess it was the gap between those guys when they all pitted.
Yeah, and it's typical. You know, when these guys all start pitting within, you know, one group will come, then the next group, the next lap, then the next group, the next. It's just, that's the way it usually works out when they come back on the track. The field's pretty much is spread out, and they're just... It is what it is, but I believe that there's a group of cars led by P. Cola, I believe. A group of 3. It would be interesting if they could get back to this main pack.
There remain 3 laps. And they lead. This is 2, so I'm not sure what I'm talking about, and I just got kicked out again. I don't know if I have any more invites either.
I sent you 2.
I used one of them and it kicked me right back out, and then I used this one and this kicked me out again. So I don't know what's going on with my end tonight.
Let's see here. What can I do? Well,
Let's see if I might have one more.
I have invite. I have one sitting, I believe.
I've got one from Sauce.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got one from Sauce.
Okay.
I'm going to pray I can get back in. Wildcard Coyote does have the lead right now, though, so if you want to get back to Wildcard, you can go with that. That should be 2 to go in the stage. It could be actually the final lap, though. Let me get a look here. It's loading me in. Yeah, 2 go in the stage. There could be the final lap. So we'll call that final lap.
P in the wall. Got kind of shuffled out of that line a little bit.
Yep, here we go. As the battle is on, the final lap of the stage here. As they're going to come off of turn number 2, got back in right at the right time. It's Jose Protege with the lead. Masopes right there behind him. What are they going to do on this final lap? Jose managing those lanes perfectly. There is no top lane. But here comes the 17.
Dives to the outside, so you get some help from the number 2 already with the 34 Ford. And he ain't going to make it like... It looks like Jose's going to hold on, I believe, if this is the last lap.
Yep, Jose's going to get the stage win there. I am going to restart my PlayStation, guys. So, Butters, you've got the stream here for the next little bit.
Okay. So as we wait for Clay to, he's going to reboot his whole system here and see if he can get a little better here for this last stage. So bear with me. I'm going to call it the best I can. I'm not quite the play-by-play as we got Clay is the main man here. But, yeah, as we end up here in this stage, I believe, like we said, Jose was your stage winner with the 17 coming in second, I believe, with Clashing, and the 12 we're top 4. We'll see how that all pans out. So here we go as we wait for these guys to line up for stage 3, the third and final stage. We got, looks like the 17 of Masopes is starting out on the inside lane as your leader, with the 37 of Jose on the outside line, starting second with Clash in third. Heredia driving that number 2 Ford, riding in that 4 spot right off the bat down that high side. Not too many guys gave gaps to let guys down the bottom. The top side still is formed. Let's see if they can stick together. A couple guys in the wall on the high side. Big run from the bottom guys with Masopes. Oh, we got 2 cars going down in through the grass. I believe that was Brink. And that's going to bring out a yellow. So right here at the beginning of stage 3, we do have a caution thrown for an incident with 2 cars getting hung up as I see them go through the grass, doing a little landscaping there. Yeah, we come under caution here. I believe that's our second caution of the race, maybe? It could be the first. Not too sure. I can't remember. But, yeah, we're waiting for these guys to set them up. We're going to line them up again, give her a roll. These guys get... I know we're third stage. I would say the patients are going to start to go to the wayside. And guys are going to get a little more aggressive. But hopefully these guys can maintain and keep on a great show like they've been putting on here for the last, almost an hour or so. So we got them lined up here. We got them racked and stacked. As they take the green flag here, with the number 17 of Masopes as your leader, with the 3 of Clash on the outside line, with 11 pushing that 17 of Mike Marini. That outside lane didn't get as good as run as that first beginning of stage 3. So you got a little bit of a push here on the 17 from the number 11 as they put a little gap, but here comes the number 9 of Sauce. Haven't seen him up front. No, you haven't said his name too much tonight, but here he is, right in that 3rd spot in that number 9 Hooters Camaro. Followed by the number 12 of Elite with the 20 out of 34 of Coyote. Soaps gets, I don't know if he got moved to the wall or why he went up towards the wall, if he's going up to save some fuel, but it puts 11 of Mike Marini in second with Sauce running. Sorry, Marini is your leader with Sauce running second. It puts Masopes in that 3rd spot in that 17 Ford Mustang. Followed by the number 12 of Elite. So right now we got the majority of cars on that yellow line, the preferred line that we've always seen in super speedway racing.
Do you have a copy?
I got you, Clay.
We're going to pray. We're going to pray that restarting helped. This is the last in I have.
You're tinning.
Of course I am.
Well, hopefully you bear with us here. We'll get you to the end of the race.
Oh my God.
Hey, what do you expect? First race of the new season. We're always going to have some glitches. No matter how long we do it, Clay, we're going to run into things like this. So as we're riding along with 11, Mike Marini is your race leader with the number 9 of Sauce riding in that 2nd spot, but that outside lane is forming. It is headed up by JCR Clash and followed by the 8 of Sludge.
This does not bode well for me in the truck race.
Yeah, I don't know. The only other suggestion is if you maybe between actually reset your Wi-Fi. I don't know. I'm not a technical guy. But we'll go with it as we got here. We got that outside lane, Clay. He's got momentum. Clash does have a little bit of a run coming up top. He's got plenty of help up there.
Yeah, so I'm looking here on Sauce's stream. Him and Masopes are disjointed there on that bottom lane. Marini is there with Sauce, but they're going to need some help on that bottom lane. For the time being, I am back in the race, and I see Memories lost the draft. This feels just like WRX Mike in the Xfinity race. Man, what a great car that seemingly didn't go here. But Marini, this is a dream for Marini. This is just a hot seat for him, but man.
Yeah, that'd be something. If he pulled this off to sweep this, that'd be super amazing. I know it's early yet. We don't want to, get ahead of ourselves, but yeah, man, it's like he's got himself in a position.
Yeah, here's the thing about Clashin', though. He's finally linked up with his teammate in the 8 of Sludge.
Yeah, and he's got the 88 behind him.
Xander, look at this. Xander's already brought himself back into the fight.
That high side's got the momentum. It's going to be see if that 3 can bring the 8 with them and they clear to the bottom or not. They stay up high, but Soaps is below the yellow. I don't know if he got shoved back down there or what happened there. He's still trying to get himself up in there. Someone is going to give him a hole to get back in line. Oh, the 8
Mike G making contact with Sludge. Oh. Big wreck on the.
Oh, there's a wreck on the backside.
Exit to turn 4.
That should bring out a yellow. That should bring out a yellow. Yes, it does. So we're going to line them up again, boys. We're going to rack them up again.
Rack them and stack them again here. The chaos reigns. Let it rain.
Here it goes. This is typical third stage racing here, especially at super speedways. These guys are trying to get all the points they can get because this series is tough as hell, man. I mean, every point is going to be valuable for these guys. These guys are going to try to get all they can. Just hopefully they don't ruffle too many feathers with each other, like I said, being first race of the year, but they're getting after it.
So on the front row is going to be that 9 of Sauce. There remains, I believe, 15 laps to go, or something close to that. Sauce did not pit. Everyone else pitted, but that 9 stays on the racetrack.
There you go. Now you got your new race leader, that captain of Litson Motorsports there. Long live the Sauce.
20 laps to go, apparently. I was way off. See, this is what happens when you have internet issues.
Right.
See, I'm wondering if it's just server issues for me, because my internet showed up as being fine on my end.
Yeah, I mean, so far now in the last few minutes, you're crystal clear right now, Clay.
We're going to hope it stays that way for the remainder of the night. That would be really good. But we're within 20 laps to go here for the middle part of the race, which has turned incredibly chaotic.
Let's see what we got. The old. Looks like the 47's got a fan out there.
The 47 of Guardian, a name we haven't talked much about here tonight.
Yeah, we got a fan in the
chat.
Where
is he riding out?
Well, I'm just
looking
at
that 47.
Let's see where he's at running.
He's towards the back of the pack here. Number of guys we saw running up towards the front a little bit earlier are back here in the back. P. Cola's back here. You got the 7 of Memory, the 17 of Masopes, the 34 of Wildcard Coyote. Number of guys that were towards the back.
Yeah, we got like I
Or
said,
that or towards the back.
we got a fan out there. Like I said, that number 47, Sandra Nielsen. Hey, thanks for joining the chat.
We got a top lane forming, though, about 3 or 4 cars back. It's that 37 of Jose Protege. He's got his teammate, the 8 of Sludge, right there behind him. Kind of got a hodgepodge up here towards the front, though. Am I still crystal clear?
Yeah, you're doing okay right now.
I don't have weather in the area, so that. Anyways, it is Sauce with the lead. He's got the Xfinity winner of Marini right there behind him. Can Marini pull off the double sweep here? Or does someone else have a trick? No, here comes Marini to the inside of Sauce. Sauce thought about trying to put the block on, but might still be just a little too early. He's stuck in behind the 11. Better move there than 9 Sauce as they stack up further back.
We got that number 11, Mike Marini, leading the power of that Toyota FedEx number 11 machine to the front, followed by Sauce.
And the Venom Chevy's thought about jumping to that top lane, but it's not going to work out.
Yeah, you got Nuka running third, Brink running fourth, Sludge running fifth. So there's your top 5 right now on the bottom there. A couple guys that, you know, have been up front. Nuka started out, beginning of the race, running up front. He's been quiet here up till about now. He's got himself back up to that third spot. We got a car down on the apron.
Sludge is down on the apron. It is a hornet's nest, and Picola's right in the middle of it. So is Xander in the 88.
Crazy.
To the bottom of the racetrack as well. Wildcard got stacked up too. Jose's trying to get down in front of Elite. Oh, and he barely does. Holy cow. Lots of crazy moves here. We got cars bouncing off of each other and all kinds of chaos back here in the back.
Yeah, I'm still riding with Sauce
here.
Yeah. Trying to get Sauce's stream back up.
I've got it up and running, so we're good there.
Yep.
Here comes the 24 of Nuka. He's going to jump to the outside. He's got help from the 3 of Clashin. Can they make a move to the outside of Marini? Marini thought about a block, but he's going to think better of it.
That 88 happened to him earlier in the race. That top line cleared. It looks like Nuka's. You got your new leader, and he bounces back up to the top, Clay. He's trying to block.
Dive to the bottom of the racetrack.
This is awesome racing. This is the first time I've seen high side working like they are, man. This is awesome race so far, Clay. I mean, these guys are making that top side move work, and this is great. Now you got the 20 car up there trying to get a little momentum on the top, getting pushed by the number 19 of Picola, with the 88 pushing with Jose up top. So let's see if those, in memory, see if that group of cars can get pushed hard enough to clear a couple.
You had to wonder when that 7 car would start making his way to the front. The 3 of Flash and the 24 of Nuka going back up to the top of the racetrack.
Oh,
and Nuka goes back down to the bottom to block Marini.
This is crazy, Clay.
We've got about 14, 15, maybe 16 cars here in this lead pack here as we're approaching 10 laps to go. You can feel the anticipation building. This is what we came here to see. Marini dives down back behind Nuka.
Oh, contact.
Here comes Heredia making a move. He makes a little bit of contact with the 3 Clash. 2 and 3 at it a little bit.
Look at who's driven that 16 back up into that 4 spot, Clay. You got
It's
break.
Brinker off again. 11 laps to go. They're gonna. Next time around, it'll be 10 to go. We have a thing before the storm. I don't know. Still going. They're about 7, 8, maybe 9 cars deep there on that outside lane. Can they build that steam back up? I will. I might have to come here for a few laps.
Yeah, you're tin cannon again. Just letting you know, Clay.
Well,
just letting you know. Well, it is what it is, but I just letting you know. But yeah.
Well, if they can hear me, then that's really all that matters.
That's all that matters. You gotcha.
As long as I stay up and don't get kicked out and they can hear me, I don't really care otherwise.
You got her.
At this point. That top lane's starting to form a little bit here.
You notice something here, Clay? It kind of deja vu here.
Wrecking big! Wrecking big on the front stretch. Mike G, Memory, Xanders, Guardian, all kinds of drivers caught up in this one.
Yellow
Are we going
comes
to have
out.
a caution on the racetrack?
Yes.
Yes.
But as we wait for him to line back up, Clay, I was just going to mention that it looks like a little deja vu watching that 11 and 24 cars leading this racing. It almost brings, going back to Sharp and Big Jim, it's just kind of ironic to see them 2 cars leading up front. But I don't know what happened to the 24. Oh, there he is. As we wait here under caution.
And I got kicked out again.
Darn it.
And I have no more invites.
The only thing I could do is jump out and send you an invite.
Yep.
Okay, everybody, bear with me. I'm gonna see if I can do this in under.
Sauce's stream here as I wait for this. It's Nuka with the lead. It's Marini second, Sauce third, fourth belongs to Brink. 6 laps to go. Oh, we're wrecking big on the front stretch already. That might bring another caution out. There goes another caution. So like 3 or 4. Please.
Yeah, I'll get you as many as I can get you as fast as I can. And they're just getting ready to go green. Yep. It was perfect time for us to do this.
They're going green again here. We're going to be inside 5 laps to go. Yep, 3 laps remain here. And it's Nuka with the Marini and Sauce are going at it. They are door to door for second. Marini doesn't want to give up that inside lane, but he's going to have to. And it's door to door now. Let's see if we can keep it straight here for the final couple laps. They're going to see 2 laps to go here at the stripe.
Oh my lord, this server is crazy right now. These cars are jumping around.
Yep, it's going crazy here, but 2 laps to go. It's Nuka with the lead. Sauce is right there in P2, my long shot winner for tonight. Here's Blakey T in third. Wildcard Coyote finds it in fourth. Holy chaos. Does Sauce step out line and try and take the win from his driver?
Well, I'm guessing that 43, if he can get that line to catch up to him, I would say Blakey Teard at 34 is in the catbird spot right now. If that group behind can get to him, but I fully
This is
expect
going to be
Clash
one
and
more lap to go. Off
Marini
of
goes
turn
a high.
one more lap to go here in the Daytona 250 here from Cobra,
Somebody's
the
going to
Cobra
step
E
out.
Racing Series. Someone is going to step out. There is
Oh,
all
there's
kinds of
a wreck.
chaos. They're wrecking in the back. Here's Nuka. Is
The
he
big
going to
one.
come through and get the win under caution? Will there be a caution that gets thrown? Yes, it will. The winner of the Daytona 250, 24, Mo Nuka. Sauce will finish second. Blakey T will finish third. And a whole host of drivers to follow. Wildcard Coyote fourth. JCR Clash and finishes in fifth.
Marini's Memory is 6th. The 18 is 7th.
Cyberon K Bionic goes
Yes.
seventh. It's Marini going eighth. Guardian finishes ninth, and the pole sitter of Xander finishing in the 10th position. What an incredible finish. They were wrecking big time in the back.
Yeah, there was a few wrecks here coming down to the end, but you know what? It was wild, man. These guys put on a good show here tonight, Clay. I mean, there was some wild racing. These guys were 3 wide at certain areas. I mean,
Holy cow.
it was
Fastest
just-
lap goes to Xander. Xander grabs the pole and the fastest lap in a top 10 finishing spot. Great points day for the 88. But the story of the night is Mo Nuka coming through. He won Xfinity last year, finished third, but comes through in the hot seat, grabs the win. His first Cup win here in Cobra is a big one. Holy cow.
Yeah, so we'll take a few minutes here. See, we get like to get a quick interviews here. I know we're going to be scrambling to get into that truck race going right away, but if we get these 3 guys in here, I'd like to just quick give them a chat, give them a shout out here if they join. Like I said, it's our first week, Clay, with the truck series. I know it's scheduled to kick off here in about 15 minutes, so we might have a little bit of bugs to work out since we're adding a series, but we're going to give these guys due diligence and give them the time that they need.
I was trying to remember who finished third, and it's escaping me. I don't know why it's escaping me.
So it was
Should not be
Nuka,
escaping.
Nuka, it was Nuka, Sauce. Oh my lord.
Who finished third? I just lost it.
So did I.
Who was it? Blakey.
Yeah, Blakey. There you go. Like I said, we'll give him a few more minutes. If anybody wants to join, jump in.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah, trying to get our bearings back together after that one. That was wild.
Has everyone made it into the party yet, or what's going on here? Everyone? Yeah. Nuka saw.
We got Nuka in here. Is that all
Three
we
in a
got?
row for Litz. I'm at Daytona, baby. Let's go.
There's Saucy.
No, Blakey.
Well, we could start. I'll go ahead and start. We got Clay in here. Or Clay, I'll start. We got Sauce here, second or runner up here tonight. Hey man, you got a copy there, Sauce?
Yes, sir.
Hey buddy, strong run tonight. I seen you running mid to back pack early in the race, but you moved that number 9 Camaro up to the front. How did
Yeah,
that?
it took a lot of strategy. I didn't take tires at the end of stage 2. I got 4 freshies. I got 4 tires when I pit stage 2, and I just kind of babied it the rest of the way to save tire. Then took no tires in stage 2, so just to get some track position. But I was gonna be short 3 laps, 2, 3 laps maybe. I almost got it down to 1 lap there before those cautions, so those were clutch. And then Duke and I just pushing each other there with those restarts, man. I wasn't gonna leave his back bumper. I had to get a win for the team. And hey, shout out to Nuka, man. He came back. Some said they didn't know about him, but what are they gonna say now?
Yeah, exactly. Here we go. We're starting off the season just like last season, Sauce. We got starting out in Xfinity, you had Gas, taking 1-2, and now here in the Cup race, you got Lipson running 1-2. So with our combined point series this year, team points with all the series, here we go. We put you guys 2 teams right back up front here. Another strong
Yeah, I
start.
mean, hey, good runs by both teams. We really just strategy play there, just waiting it out, see how it goes. Um, I'm just happy to get another win. That's 3 in a row at Daytona. That's 4 in a row at the plate tracks for Litsum. So, and yeah, good team win tonight.
I'll jump in here. Hey, buddy. Just curious to know, would you have made a move on Nuka?
You were kind of breaking up there, but I heard the first part. There's absolutely no way I was leaving his back bumper. I was committed the whole way. The whole way. Even right before, I think it was that final restart, I saw him wrecking in the back, and I was second. I ended up third somehow, so it kind of helped us there in that next restart, just pushing him. So strategy, you got to play it here at Daytona. I wasn't gonna just leave my teammate hanging, man. Like, we're gonna get a team win, we're gonna get the trophy, and then that's gonna be that.
Well, it's finished. It's a good one for you. Congrats on that. You're happy about that. Actually, it's the driver getting the win. And I'll jump back to our third place finisher because he's in here now. The 43 of Blakey T. And, yep, let's just go ahead and get the elephant in the room. Go ahead and address that. I severely underrated you tonight. You were one of the best stars. You and Murray were absolutely killing it out there. He had some issues later on in the race, but you managed to stay up there, and you're bringing that 43 home in a P3. Great start to the year.
Yeah, we needed it. Daytona's never, ever my good track, but luck went my way this time, and we worked together as a team. We made moves and what we could do. I tried not to leave the seventh bumper the whole race, and then things happen and this and that. But yeah, man, if I could have just had maybe a couple more laps, I was planning to make some moves on them Hendrick cars, but I don't know, it just didn't happen. We didn't get the race to the line, so.
So I just wanted to ask you about the talent also in this league. I mean, you got a lot of fantastic racers in here. I thought we saw a lot of action tonight, a lot of good action. Some wrecks, but, this is Daytona. Wrecks happen at Daytona. Moves get made that probably shouldn't be made, but, got a lot of good racing tonight.
Yeah, the guys that, I ran with, Brink, obviously, and I ran with probably your dad and Memory. We all kind of knew when to do things and when not to do things, and we communicated very well on everything. So couldn't be here without those guys. They communicated very well. And gosh, man, I knew it was picking up towards the end. I wish we could race the whole race like that. It was a little bit more fun towards the end, but some people just couldn't handle the pressure. And doing this for a long time, you kind of get used to the pressures of Daytona racing, especially at the end. And like I said, this time was my favorite.
Butters, anything for Blake? Did you catch that, Butters?
Oh, sorry. Maybe it might help for me to turn the mic on. Hey, Mikey.
Hey, buddy.
I'm sitting here talking to you, and it's like, hey. Yeah, congratulations, man. Another power run for you tonight, putting yourself in that third spot. But, yeah, another strong run. But, yeah, congratulations again tonight, man. You one hell of a run.
Yeah, third seems to be my story these past 2 races I've ran. Third at Vegas at the championship, now third in the start of the new season. So we're going to try to change that next week. So or next race. So, we're
Hey,
just going to do the best we can. This team, we got it. We got a chance to go out there and win a championship. We got great drivers, so we can do
yeah,
it.
I mean, you got a strong team there with Rum Runners, so yeah. Hope you guys get after it. Well, we move on to our winner, Clay.
Winner, I'm sorry, a lot's going on here. Mo Palanuka, you get a third place finish in Xfinity. You're going to do 2 spots better here tonight. What a night for you.
Yeah, I mean, coming into these races, anything can happen. It's a plate track. Doesn't take much skill, just takes a little bit of smarts. Got to be in the right place at the right time. We were up front for most of the night in both races. I came in feeling pretty good. But usually do good at the plate tracks. I won at Xfinity last year. I usually finish well here. I got good teammates all around me giving me the push. Sauce as the team owner there pushing me at the end. Like he said, he wasn't going to leave my bumper. That was the plan the whole time. Made that power move before those cautions came out. I noticed that the 3 was coming hot on the outside, so I stole his momentum and went up to the front and then kind of had no plans of leaving the front end of the pack right there unless anything happened that was out of my control. But yeah, it's going to be a statement season this year. I know Daytona really doesn't show much for skill because anything can happen, but I plan to be up here more this season, so hope you guys are ready for it.
Go ahead. I'll let Butters finish this one off. Butters.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I got you, Clay. I know we got a lot going on here trying to get this truck race lined up. But yeah, congratulations there, Nuka. Like I said, like Clay mentioned, third place in that, I believe in Xfinity. You go back and now you win the Cup race running a hot seat. So strong start. And did you have any doubts like throughout the race, like if you were, or did just you have a plan going in tonight?
No, no doubts whatsoever. I'm always positive. Try to keep a positive attitude about everything in every race. I mean, where Daytona and Talladega, the plate tracks are kind of an unknown of what can happen. There's a lot that can happen that's out of your control. But no, the whole race, I was happy with what was going on. I was not doubting my situation. I thought that I could finish in the top 3 no matter what. I can put myself in the position to win in these plate tracks pretty easily, and I think I showed that. So, yeah.
Yeah, for sure, Nuka. You definitely put your footprint in here for tonight's race. So, 2 strong races. I was really excited there. I thought maybe with you hot seating, and then you had Marini hot seating, and he was running up front. That was just. It was just a good night overall to watch everybody. You guys be able to come up and show your skills and whatever. But yeah, I just want to say, give you guys a shout out, all first, second, and third. Hope everybody had a good time tonight. Like I said, next week we're going to get back. Now we're going to get more into the normal tracks where boys can show up your skills. But yeah, again, like here you have it, your winner tonight from Daytona, the number 24 in that Chevy Camaro of Mo Power Nuka. Congratulations, man.
Yeah, thank you very much.
So with that, guys, I think we're going to cut this off because we're going to try to get the trucks going here. Like, bear with us. I believe Sauce and Brinkerhoff is going to be calling that race as me and Clay are going to be going from the booth to the seat. So we're going to be coming at you here with the truck race here shortly. So just keep an eye out. Hit that subscribe button. Get that notification. You guys will know when we go live again. You guys, anybody out there watching in Discord, you guys in the Discord, you'll get a notification on Discord when we crank it back up. So till then, like I said, bringing Brinkerhoff and Sauce will bring you the truck series here shortly. And with that, with my partner, broadcaster Clay, this is GTR Butters, and I just want to wish you guys all a good night and a safe weekend. And we'll catch you next week here, Friday night. I'm not 100% sure where any of you guys in here yet know where we're running next week.
We're going to be at Auto Club.
Auto Club. Saucy's still in here. So everybody take that out.
Yes,
check it out next week. Friday night Cobra series, boys. It's going to be a
these trucks are
spectacle.
about to be live, man.